Oh boy, welcome. Welcome, welcome. All right. So today, let's see what's happening for June 6th. June's PlayStation Plus Essential games are now available to claim. It's always good to know. PlayStation's got some real bangers. They do better than Xbox does, that's for sure. Games with gold. I did see the lineup. Let's see, Xbox. Oops. Games with gold for June. I saw the lineup and yeah, this doesn't look very exciting to me. I don't know for anybody else, but like these could be very good games, but games with gold has just been not very good for the past a year. I feel like they might throw one good game on there, but they've been kind of lacking in that department for a while. But what do they got here? NBA 2K23, Jurassic World, and Trek to Yomi. I've never heard of Trek to Yomi. Um, Jurassic World. I think that's like a kind of like one of those city building ones, but you build dinosaurs, I guess, or like breed them. I think I played one on the Xbox or my PC like 2 years ago, and it's actually pretty fun. So I'm that's cool for people. I'm not really big into the NBA games. I should try them. I like the NBA more than I like NFL. I watch the NBA, but I've never really been into sports games. I did when I was really young, but not really anymore. That's cool though. This is way better than Xboxes though. Like this is another reason why people just always rave about Sony over Microsoft. Anyway, moving on. Diablo 4 is Blizzard's fastest selling game ever. Dude, no shit. Uh, yeah. I believe Diablo 4 on Metacritic is like a 90 or an 89 for PC. I feel like this 87. 87's really, really good. Uh, I mean, I don't really know if there's much spoiler territory for Diablo. Like, I've been watching some of the streams of it because I mean, if you played a Diablo game before, you kind of know what to expect with this stuff. But we all knew this was going to be like massive. Nobody thought this was going to be bad by any means. Diablo 3 didn't really do it for me, but Diablo 4 looks beautiful. And I don't know, it came out like yesterday or the day before. Like it's everybody's playing it right now. A lot of videos, a lot of build videos are coming out, and I'm like, man, should I buy it? Ah, I don't know. Maybe I'll wait till it goes on sale, but I really thought about buying it yesterday. I was like, man, should I get it? But I'm like, I've been playing the Phantom Pain, Metal Gear Solid Phantom Pain, because the trailer for Metal Gear Solid Delta came out for the PlayStation Showcase, and man, it just got me excited about Metal Gear again. So I was like, you know what? I picked up Metal Gear Solid Delta and or sorry, Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes and Phantom Pain from off G2A for like $5, $6. Incredible deal, by the way. Because the game wasn't that good. I bought it on Xbox like day one and played it, and it was okay. I never actually beat it. I think I got like 60% of the way through it and was like, yeah, never mind. So I've been just playing it again, and I've been having a great time. Uh, I'm really excited for Metal Gear Solid Delta, but if it wasn't for that, I would probably pick this up. But if I buy a new game right when I bought a game, one's gonna get left in the dust, and I don't want to do that again to Metal Gear Solid. I'm having a good time. Let's play it, and I'll wait for Diablo to get knocked down in price, and I'll get it eventually. There's no way I'm not going to. But anyway, do we have some numbers here? Cross-play platform and cross progression. Dude, the cross progression is sick. Same thing with Diablo 2 when they had it on PC, and it's also on Switch and console. Like you see my PlayStation right there connected to no TV. Uh, if I bought it on PlayStation 5, I could play my PC, play my PlayStation 5, but I really like doing PC to Switch. That way I could lay in bed and like the graphics suck. I mean, I talked about this last time when I did like a news video, but the graphics obviously on the Switch for the Diablo 2 Resurrected don't look that good. But It's still fun to play when you're in your bed or, you know, and you could just go to your PC and have it look like really clean. But that's really good that they have that. Also, the couch co-op is super sick on consoles. Oh, I didn't notice that. Because I think me and my wife would enjoy playing Diablo co-op, but man, I guess I could pick it up for maybe the PS5. I don't like I love mouse and keyboard, and Diablo's definitely one of those games where I think a keyboard and for all of your like, keybinds would be the the best move. But I guess if we're just gonna be like, chilling in bed or chilling on the couch or something, which I'll get a new TV here soon. That space is not gonna stay empty forever. Can't wait to get something good. But I think that would be a great game to play, and I think it'll look super good on like 4K TV. I'm assuming it has a full plays in 4K. Either way, good news for Diablo. I'm so glad to see that it's being like received well. It's yeah, it's gonna be good no matter what you do. Mario Brothers movie will be released physically next week in the U.S. and Canada. That's cool, I guess. Like I have no intention of buying this physically or like watching it more than once in like a decade span. But for people who collect movies and stuff like that, or if you got kids and they want to watch the Super Mario Brothers movie like 8 times a day, that's a thing. So good for them. Mario Brothers movie did good. Still haven't seen it. I was gonna watch it, like rent it, just to give it a go once. Yeah, I will do that soon. I'm, s- I don't think I'm gonna be disappointed. I don't think it's gonna be the best movie ever made. I think it's gonna be right in the middle for me. Halo Infinite Season 4 will add a new progression system called Career Rank. I'm curious about this. Like they can keep like Halo Infinite's like a porta potty. Like it started out like empty and then they just kept shitting in it. And then like the shit is just keeps getting like higher and higher and then they keep adding more shit on top of it. They're not changing it out or anything. Like it's just a bunch of shit in a box. Uh, Maybe that's a little harsh, but we'll see what this actually is, though. According to the new blog article on the Halo Waypoint website, which I surprised even exists. I remember Halo Waypoint came out when like Halo 3 came out, I think, or Halo 4, and I'm like, man, you guys are still using this shit? I thought it was a nuisance when it came out. When Season 4 arrives June 20th, it will be accompanied by Career Rank, a new way for players to track their progress across all modes. That's actually kind of cool. Career Rank will be similar to the progression systems of Halo Reach, Halo MCC. That are said to be most likely the latter. That's what I thought too. I didn't play too much of MCC, but I could have swore, yeah, like I did like how they just kind of mashed everything together, and you can kind of like seamlessly transition between them. MCC is a pretty like standalone, standout game with all of those like really good experiences bundled into one. I think that's really great. And I think I don't know if this is true or not. I thought the MCC had a better Forge mode. I could be wrong. I used to have a blast in Forge with my friends a long time ago. So either way, I think I should actually pick up MCC on Steam because I don't have PC Game Pass going all the time because I'm not gonna pay for it for like that month if I'm not really. If something comes up, I'll like buy it for a month, play it, let it go. I don't know. But I think I might buy this on Steam when it drops in price because I just think it's a good backup like catalog of games to have. I think it's great. Anyway, off topic. Anyway, to make progress with these ranks, all you have to do is play. Senior community manager John said in the blog, whether you're jumping into your favorite playlist solo or squatting up with your friends, every completed matchmaking game carries you forward. Additionally, Career Rank utilizes performance-based progression taken directly from your personal score in each match. The better you play, the faster you rank up. Performance-based progression. I suppose that's just like every other non-ranked like progression system or like yeah ranking system because like I would say Call of Duty is also a performance-based progression because it's not ranked because you can just be ass one match and you'll just level up slower. You didn't get enough kills. You can do really good. You obviously get a fat chunk of your XP bar go up. So I guess that's cool. But the one thing I really liked about Halo, at least in Halo 2 and Halo 3 days, was the like you gotta like when you get up there, I guess even in the lower ranks, you can get D ranked. I thought that was really cool. Like I remember when I hit 50 on Halo 3. I never hit 50 on Halo 2. I think I 45 or something was my highest. But in Halo 3 when I hit my 50, like that fight from like 45 to 50 was like, oh, it was rough, dude. Like I do like get 2 games in and go up like maybe one rank or two depending on how it was, and then get knocked down like one or two the next game. And then like once I hit 50, I played like one game, won, and was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm never playing lone wolves ever again. Or it was either that or team doubles or something. But that was like in the good days of Halo where you could just play and get your ass kicked, and you lose your rank. Like it mattered to you and to these people. Nowadays there's so many ranked games. There's like the ceiling is so high for skill level in these FPSs that like is it even worth it? Like I didn't when I was playing Halo 2. I was a kid, so it was just Mountain Dew and fucking Cheetos all over my fucking face, staying up till fucking 6 a.m. on the weekends with my boys. It was fun, good times. It's just not like that anymore. Uh, and kids these days are absolutely cracked out of their minds. I can't keep up with them. I'm a very casual player. That's why I can't play the same games all the time because I'm not that good at any one game. I'm like okay at a lot of games, and I like playing games, but if I want to be like an FPS streamer, a competitive FPS streamer, I like that you have to condition yourself for that. I'm not conditioned to do things like that. Uh, that's just kind of the way it is. I much rather prefer like RPGs or PvE content or just playing a game, seeing what it is, making a video about it, doing it live. It's a little easier for me. It's crazy these days. Okay. Anyway, as seen in the progression image, players start off as recruits and work their way through 6 different tiers: bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond, and onyx. Whoa, watch out. Before reaching the final title hero. So we've seen all of this before. This is nothing new. Uh, can I... Okay, let's see here. Yeah. So you're a cadet, a recruit, bronze, oh, silver general, silver, bronze general, gold brigadier, platinum colonel, and then hero just goes at the end. Or is that the last one of it? So you're like a hero recruit. I'm not sure. Um, Recruits work their way through 6 different tiers, blah blah, before reaching the final title. So you'd be a hero general. I don't know. We'll see. Either way, that's pretty cool. That looks cool. I wonder if it's gonna be like a prestige system. Like you could just stay at like bronze general. You could just stay at a bronze general, or like you get something, maybe an extra like loadout. There's loadouts in Infinite, right? I don't know. I don't play it. It's not that fun. Each tier is split into blah 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 smaller increments called grades. Players will be visible during match intros and on player profiles. In general, most places you see a player's full nameplate and a banner, and their career rank will also be displayed. Career rank will not be affected matchmaking in any way. I'll never see it at the end of each season. I'll track your progress. Okay. Well, good for them. I still feel like they're just making the porta potty fuller. You know, like that's fine. We'll see. I just wish Halo Infinite was just better than it was. Just very disappointed, kind of on that. I would talk about Pikmin 4, but I don't really think I care. Not a big fan of that one. Oh yeah, I guess we can do. Let's do the Apple Vision Pro. I am curious about this. I didn't see like the Apple video thing. Geez, okay. I saw just a couple of screenshots of it. This looks really nice. So like, look at this. Look at that headrest, man. That thing looks it looks comfortable. Like I have the MetaQuest 2. Where is that thing? It should be. I usually have it like hanging around me. Yeah, I have the MetaQuest 2, and I use it so much I don't know where it's at. Just kidding. Uh, Dude, it is super uncomfortable. Not that fun. This looks great. Uh, and I know that I saw Hideo Kojima did like a video about, I believe it's Death Stranding 1, not 2, that's going to be available for the Apple Vision Pro. And the Apple Vision Pro is running on the M.2. And as far as I know, so I'm not really good with like Apple's processors, but because I don't have a MacBook, I don't have any of that stuff like that. Like eventually, maybe I would like one, but honestly, I like my gaming rig and rigs setup better than the Apples. And I mean, I don't really video edit as much as I did when I first started this channel. I should more to get better. And I know that MacBooks are just like amazing for that stuff. And I have Apple products. Like I have a watch and I have a phone. So why not just dip into more of that ecosystem? Sure. But I heard the M.2 chip is super powerful. Like it's very niche for like the Apple OS, and if it's running off that, great. But with Death Stranding 2 in VR, I believe that's how it's supposed to be. I'm pretty curious, or if even if it's not in VR, like you just play the game because it has a controller apparently. We'll keep looking into this, but if you could use a controller and just have like the vision thing, that would be pretty cool. It's like being in a movie theater in a sense, or like but you're full FOV, like with the what is that like 120 degrees? I don't know, man. I don't know. I just make videos and talk. I just play video games, dude. I don't know any of this shit. Yeah, like I think this looks good, and Apple, dude, Apple just doesn't really disappoint when it comes to do like things like this. Like it always is done really well, packaged, very comfortable. And I've heard that Apple was doing this for a while, and this is like the Apple Vision Pro, and I could be wrong because I also don't know. I don't know if they did a VR before. As far as I know, they didn't. This was it. Singular piece of three-dimensionally formed laminated glass falls into an aluminum alloy frame that gently curves to wrap around your face. Yeah, like that looks fucking sleek, dude. Like if you wore the MetaQuest, because it sticks out to like fucking here. If you wore the MetaQuest and anybody was around you, you look like a fucking doofus. Like, like I was playing like The Walking Dead, and so I'm like, I got this fucking binoculars on my fucking face, and I'm sitting there like knifing zombies and stabbing them in the head. My wife's like making fun of me, and I'm just like, hey, what's up? This is fucking serious. I'm trying to survive over here. This looks really nice. Like this looks really nice. Cameras and sensors. An array of advanced cameras and sensors work together to let you see the world clearly and understand your environment and detect hand input. So these two obviously are cameras. So when you're like facing forward, your hand gestures, kind of like the MetaQuest 2 does that too. You don't need to use like these sticks. You can turn on the hand gestures, and it's like, I guess it's okay. Not that great. I browsed like Facebook once on it and was like, man, I fucking hate Facebook. Like, and I have to like takes longer. I don't even want to use this thing. Uh, but this looks nice. Yeah, like, and I think these have to be cameras that go outside of the lens, obviously. So when you have the screen, like, oh yeah, yeah, this has like an opaqueness. So when you're looking through the glasses, you can kind of turn off the VR and blend into like what you see in front of you through the cameras, I think. And maybe for like pop in, so like I think in like I saw like a 30-second clip on like Twitter earlier of it where like somebody walks into their like the person's field of view and they kind of come into like what they see, so they're not just gonna run into them. It's kind of cool. Uh like the MetaQuest has something similar to that, but only if you like get close to the wall, the VR like fizzles away so you can see the wall and you're like, all right, well, but that's still, I feel like the MetaQuest maybe walked so apples could run, or even the MetaQuest 3 could be way more advanced than the 2 was. I'm not sure. VR is niche like market. I'm not really crazy about it. Dude, audio straps. So the MetaQuest had shitty audio in like the headset part, or I think it came through like the bottom of the lens. Wasn't that great. Speakers are positioned close to your ears, deliver rich spatial audio that seamlessly blends with real world sound. Sure. Uh, I think the AirPods are amazing. I think those do a really good job, but those go inside of your ear. These will not. I hope not. If they do, then like immersion's taking a real step forward. That's a little crazy for me. But okay, let's see here. The headband, bro. This is what I'm talking about. Like, oh, you can move it a little bit. This is everybody had to have noticed that this was probably one of the biggest things about this. Like, that looks comfortable. That looks really comfortable. And like, if this is supposed to be kind of marketed towards people in like those VR meetings that like I see on the internet all the time that like I don't even know if they actually happen. Uh, this would be great to be wearing for a longer period of time. These like parts that go over your eyes, they look comfortable. I feel like they have to go with the comfortability in a lot of these like models, and I think Apple would spare no cost in materials to make sure that this is comfortable. This looks good. A pair of custom micro OLEDs displays deliver more pixels than a 4K TV to each eye for stunning clarity. Yeah, well, $3,500, they better. Uh, Good to hear that they're OLED. That's pretty nice. Like, so as far as I know about OLED compared to like LEDs, is that like OLEDs are dimmer LEDs but more defined. So that's why you see a lot of TVs that are OLED look a little different because they're a little dark, like a little bit darker. I don't own an OLED TV. I think that's actually gonna be the TV I get next. But it's like I don't like this is it can like displays deliver more pixels than a 4K TV. Sure. Well, like we'll see. I mean, I hope so. Like I said, it's expensive. I'm not gonna be buying this at all, ever, probably ever. But it's still really cool to look at. The light seal gently conforms to your face, delivering a precise fit while blocking out stray light. The light seal, huh? Yeah, this thing. Yeah, this looks like it would do that. Uh, yeah, like it looks comfortable. Of course, the crowns. I love the crown on my watch. It has such a good feel to it. If you've ever had like an Apple Watch, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. It feels great. Um, Press the digital crown to bring up the home view, turn it off to control, oh, and turn it to control the level of immersion while using environments. I think I could be wrong. This might be that like opacity, whatever scaler, so you can turn it down, turn it up. That's cool. Um, I figured it would have more use than just that. It seems like it'd be kind of dumb. I feel like that would just could be like a setting you can use. I guess if you just need to like do like this real quick and like just swipe it, you can see better. I guess that does make sense. Press the top button to take spatial videos and spatial photos in the moment. Interesting. Uh, yeah, I guess that makes sense. I guess if they have all these cameras on them, like why couldn't they record? I wonder how good it actually does record though, because they have like so when you have like those VR like tours, like in the MetaQuest, you have like a VR tour of like an aquarium. It's pretty cool actually. Uh, but they have like specific cameras that they record the footage on that allow for VR. Obviously, you I guess you could just like film something and slap it into like a video and put it in VR. But to get that like depth kind of look that it does, it's a special camera. And if I don't think these would do the same thing because I'm not sure how much that like hardware would cost. Um, but that is cool though. So people could record these like kind of like it'd be like a kind of like GoPro but for VR. But why would you have a VR headset on if you're out like kayaking? I feel like that'd be really stupid. Like that doesn't sound fun at all. Probably I don't know how long the battery life is, but it's probably not that long. Speaking of that, up to 2 hours of use and all day use when plugged in. Look at that fucking cable. Look at that where it goes. Amazing, bro. The Meta Quest, the cable's like right here. So I'd plug it in right here and then do right into the PC and I get about what is that? Fucking 2.5 feet to move around. It's not great. And they also have like it's got to be like a really powerful USB-C to USB-C cable. Couldn't do it with USB-C A to C. Didn't work. This looks pretty sleek though. Is this like a MagSafe thing? Because you could just pop it off, or like Apple loves their magnet chargers. Anyway, this looks good. This looks super good. I'm excited to see more reviews like when it comes out, or people get their hands on it earlier. I'll definitely be checking it out. Like LTT posted a video. Maybe they're just talking about probably the specs inside of it, which I may be able to get to that. Vision Pro is Apple's first 3D camera. You capture magical spatial photos and spatial videos in 3D that relive those cherished moments like never before with immersive spatial audio, existing library photos, and blah, blah, blah. Like, this looks good. This looks good, but maybe it's never always exactly the way it looks. Like, look at her. She's packing, got her VR on, FaceTiming. Silly, man. Like, I can't imagine myself doing any of these things, but people, I guess, might be doing this. Yeah, dude, like this looks super fucking clean though. Like that, yeah. I don't for the price, man. That's absolutely crazy. And like, what's kind of weird because if the price is going to be so high, I wonder how much like people are rushing to develop games for it because it's so expensive that I feel like it's not going to get bought out like not a lot of people are going to buy this, so why would you spend so much money developing a specific game for it if you're only going to sell like you're just limiting yourself on copies you could potentially be selling? Uh I don't know. That seems like that would be a business thing that they would think of. We'll find out, but like I guess, Death Stranding is going to be available for it. That's cool. Like hopefully there's some other ones. Uh I guess this is by Apple, so they could probably make some of their own games. Like they have the Apple Arcade. Uh, I'm sure they can make something happen. I bet their like UI is going to be really nice though. Like Apple's UI is really nice. I hated it at first coming from like a Android user. Um, but like I liked the Android interface because you could just do so much. Like I feel like it's a little bit more customizable. You have a lot more options, and I understand that Apple's UI is more simple for like a general audience, and like young people can use it, older people can use it. Uh, but after using the Apple UI so much, maybe just using a phone for so long, I'm like, you know what? I don't really need all these options. Like, it's not that it was important to me then. It's not really important to me now. Can I look up something on the internet? Can I use Spotify? Can I use YouTube? Can I text somebody? Can I call somebody? That's all I really need it for. Like, GPS, sure. But the UI is nice. So to have like a 3D UI pop up in VR, I think they would do that really well. I think it would look amazing. looking like a damn alien with all these extra cameras. She's just hanging out. But she just fucking sipping a glass of wine with Henry over here. Damn. I'm a sucker for these like scroll websites. Like I was on D Brand's website and they do the same shit. I'm like, damn, bro, you guys, these web designers know how to get your fucking wheels turning on this. Yeah, this is dope. This is cool. The unique dual chip design enables the spatial experiences on the Vision Pro. The powerful M2 chip, M. Do I say M.2? M2 chip, whatever. Simultaneously runs Vision OS, executes advanced computer vision algorithms, delivers stunning graphics, all with incredible efficiency. The brand new R1 chip is specifically dedicated to process input from the cameras, sensors, and microphones, streaming images to the display within 12 milliseconds of virtually lag-free real-time view of the world. That's impressive. Uh, that's good because, like, when you're streaming or just even processing, like images and video was what I was thinking. Like that takes hardware. Like, I mean, I'm not super educated on the subject, but I'll compare it to like using a PC. If you like building a streaming PC and just having a PC are different things. Like you can you can find a middle ground there, but like you need that extra CPU. You want maybe like you would ideally want a graphics card that has like hardware encoding on the graphics card for streaming video, a nice processor so you can have like OBS up, you can have like a game going, you can have some tabs open. Like I do have multiple monitors, uh, and like the RAM to be able to run the game. Also, to I'm pretty sure RAM is just fine with all that stuff too. Like I said, I'm not mega educated, but I know well enough to know that you can't like you need other hardware. You can't just have a computer and then stream the shit. And if you did, some of your you know, it would be a little pixely, especially with all the stuff that's going on like behind the scenes. Apple's privacy has always been pretty good, so I there's nothing to complain about there. Use AR to view Apple Vision Pro. Uh, I'm good. I might check this out later or something, but all new platform and all new worlds for developers. Okay, see, this is what I was talking about. Possibilities for what developers can dream up and build with Vision Pro are endless, and with familiar tools and frameworks like Xcode, SwiftUI, Reality Kit, AR Kit, as well as support for Unity, nice, and the new 3D content preparation app Reality Composer Pro, developers have everything they need to create amazing spatial experiences. Just strictly out of curiosity, I'm going to open this and see. Oh, SDK coming later this year. Okay, so, oh yeah, like this makes sense. Is that like I don't know why I didn't initially think of this, but you could also have games. Developers can make games like ports, obviously that aren't utilizing the full power of this device, but can play games that are great. Like not everything has to look crisp, clean, 4K or 1440 or even 1080, 165 frames, hertz, whatever. Some games can be really. I guess we could do Minecraft, for example. You can play Minecraft on this bad boy probably, or at some point, and it should look pretty good. Like it's Minecraft in VR. I played it once. It was actually kind of fun. Like it wasn't the worst game I played in VR, that's for sure. So yeah, this is all pretty cool. I'm excited to see that Apple's doing that. Apple's always makes great products for the most part. I mean, is are you paying for the name? Yeah. Crazy. All right, we can do some other stuff. Didn't want to make this like a huge video, but we'll do the Starfield Xbox controller. See what this is about. Microsoft will announce its Starfield Xbox wireless controller and headset during its upcoming Xbox Games Showcase, and will then immediately make it available for purchase. Okay, before we read more into this, I forgot. When is the Xbox Games Showcase? The date. Promises to be different. Uh, June 11th? It's coming up. This is going to be the Starfield one, right? Oh, fuck. It's all right here. I'm like, before we get into it, before we read about the article, it says it right here. Bill Bilkun, flawless track record of product leaks. Anyway, Xbox Showcase takes place Sunday, June 11th. It will begin at 10 a.m. Pacific time. It will be immediately followed by a Starfield Direct presentation. We want it to be good. I am so excited. Sunday, June 11th. I will be at work. Yeah, I'll be at work. So I cannot watch this live, but I will watch it when I get off. And then Monday I don't work, so maybe I'll make a video about it on Monday. Sound fair? It's not clear whether the controller or the headset will be revealed during the main showcase or the Starfield Direct. The logic would suggest the latter. Controller would cost 80. Headset will cost 125. That's actually a pretty nice looking controller, dude. Xbox makes some pretty nice controllers. It's a lot of custom controllers, a lot of different colors you can get. I think that's pretty cool. I did buy the black PlayStation controller. That's dope. I mean, that's all I need, man. I don't need like a neon blue with like yellow sticks and fucking white buttons. I'm cool. It's just a controller. I mean, I don't really use like if I'm gonna play some games on my PC, guess what? It's the Series X controller, just as it is. Big fan of the Xbox controller, though, I'll be honest. Fucking feels great. Love it. I wish I had paddles, which was the Elite controller, but I'm a pleb and never decided to buy a paddle controller. Man, I literally ran into Target for some laundry detergent, but Maine, they got the Starfield controller and the Gran Turismo was on sale. Nice. Filmed on a fucking potato. Starfield was originally scheduled to be released last November, but in May of 2022, the game was delayed to the first half of 2023. Good, man. Good. Maybe back to the. Not even gonna. Not gonna get into it. This needs to be good. This game needs to be good. There's no getting around that. It has to. It has to be something worth playing. If not only for the fact that Microsoft needs it, but I'm a big Fallout, Elder Scrolls fan, and I'm pretty sure Starfield is the genre. Yeah, Starfield director Todd Howard, the man, the myth, the legend. Poured ourselves in this game, and I'm even surprised how much we can pour. It is large. Bring the studio, give you a deep dive, blah blah. Yes, please. We need that. We need this. This is interesting. The FTC has fined Microsoft 20 million for illegally collecting children's personal info on Xbox. Uh-oh. Company has agreed on settlement for what's called a data retention glitch. Microsoft has agreed to pay the U.S. Federal Trade Commission 20 million for illegally collecting personal information from children on Xbox consoles without their parents' consent. According to the FTC statement, the Xbox sign-up process violates the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act because it collects children's personal information without notifying their parents and getting their permission. Xbox was also accused of illegally retaining children's personal information, something called blah blah blah. The issue was mainly remedied in late 2021, resolved around the process required when signing up for Xbox Live account. When a user signed up for an account, they had to provide their full name, email address, and date of birth. Even if the date of birth showed that the user was under 13, they were still asked to provide more information, including their phone number. Really? Uh, yeah, I guess that. Well, can you have an Xbox account without having like a Microsoft account? Or they like one of the same? Because I've had my Xbox account for far too long, so I don't know if it's any different now. I don't think I needed to provide a date of birth or my phone number, but I guess on my Microsoft account I do, and it is the same account. I don't know if either way. Is that too much information? Until 2019, this also included a pre-check box agreeing to receive promotional material and let Microsoft send user data to advertisers. All right. Nobody likes that. Everybody hates this. Not much you could do about it. It's just the way the world works. But only after this information was provided, the process then require anyone under 13 to get a parent to complete the rest of the account creation process. However, according to the FTC's complaint from 2015 to 2020, the child's data was still retained even if the process wasn't completed, sometimes for years. Proposed order will require Microsoft to bolster protection for children, makes clear that avatars generated from kids' images and biometric and health data are protected under the Child's Online Privacy Protection Act. In a statement on the Xbox website addressing the $20 million settlement, CVP of Xbox Player Services Dave McCarthy referred to the issue as a data retention glitch and said, regrettably, we did not meet our customer expectations and are committed to complying with the order to continue improving upon our safety measures. McCarthy explained during the investigation, we identified a technical glitch, whatever, system is not deleted account creation data for child where the account process is started not completed. I mean, if you guys are if they're so worried about it, don't do this stuff. Like everything, everything's digital these days. So I don't know what you think is safe and what you think isn't safe. As far as I know, everybody sells your data everywhere. It's you're not safe. So looks like they just got caught doing it. A lot of other companies are probably doing it and getting away with it, no problem. Sucks to say, but that's just it's the way it is. This is inconsistent with our policy to save the information for 14 days to make it easier for gamers to pick up where they left off. Our engineering team immediately took action. We fixed the glitch, deleted data, implemented practices. Data was never used, shared, or monetized. Since the FTC settlement, we have updated our account creation process, which now requires players to first identify date of birth and, if under 13, obtain verified parental consent before providing us with information, such as phone number and email. Submitted process, blah, blah. Epic Games recently agreed to pay over $500 million to settle a pair of complaints brought against the FTC, which accused Fortnite maker of violating children's privacy and tricking players into incurring unwanted charges. Really? When was this? Oh, this is December 19th of last year. I don't remember hearing about this. $520 million to settle FTC allegations. In two separate record-breaking settlements, the FTC said Epic will pay $275 million penalty for violating children online, blah, 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 to refund consumers tricked into incurring unwanted charges. For them, 13, nothing terrifying, blah, blah, blah. Enabling real-time voice and text communications for children and teens by default, resulting in some players being bullied, threatened, harassed, and exposed to dangerous and psychological trauma. Enabling real-time voice and text communications for children and teens by default. Man, a lot of games do that. Well, how come Fortnite got hit so hard? Like, if you play, if you play any game, a package shipped tomorrow? Sorry. If you play any game, even some rated E games, chat is open already, so why, I don't know why this is like a thing. I just don't know. Exposed to dangerous and psychologically traumatizing issues. I'm like, yeah, dude. Yeah, video game lobbies are it's just not safe anymore. Epic will now be prohibited from enabling voice and text communication for children and teens. So if you're just under 13, it's just off, which is good. I had a friend back in the States where he wouldn't let his kids play a lot of the games that come out these days because of what you can hear on the internet. And I think that's fair. Like, if I had a child and he really wanted to play Fortnite, I would let him, but I would turn off communications because I don't want these people talking to my kid. You know, there's a lot of unsafe things that could happen, but I think being able to play the game is fun. And if you're like 13, or like at least limit it to where you can only chat with like your friends, and I guess I'd monitor it. I'd try. I'd let him play games. I play games, but that's tough. So under 13, you just basically can't talk to anybody. I think that's smart, and that shouldn't really be the case. Like I don't even like. I usually have like push to talk on when I play games like by myself or something. I don't really want to engage with other people unless like we're it's like Apex. You know I'll use my push to talk and talk often. But other times it's really just people just screaming. Like, and when I streamed Modern Warfare 2, I just mute everybody because like it's it's bad, dude. People say horrible things, and I don't want that on my channel. I don't want to get in trouble with what people are putting on my channel without my control. Not a big fan of that. Uh, Players could be charged while attempting to wake the game from sleep mode while the game was loading screen by pressing an adjacent button while attempting to simply wait. Hold on. Whoa. In a separate complaint, the FTC alleged that Epic used dark patterns and billing practices to trick players of all ages into making unwanted purchases and let children amass unauthorized charges without parental involvement. Fortnite's counterintuitive, inconsistent, and confusing button configuration led players to incur unwanted charges based on a single press of a button. For example, players could be charged while attempting to wake the game from sleep mode while the game was in a loading screen, or by pressing an adjacent button while attempting simply to preview an item. Up until 2018, also allowed children to buy Fortnite in-game currency by simply pressing buttons without requiring any parental or cardholder action or consent. FTC claimed that Epic ignored more than 1 million user complaints being wrongfully charged. Yikes, dude. You make it a little too easy, people will fucking eat you up about it. Like, look at Battlefront, sorry, by DICE. It's DICE that did that, right? It was EA anyway. But they made it real easy to spend money on that game, and it was also just so egregious. Crazy. Locked the accounts of players who distributed unauthorized charges, meaning they were blocked from accessing any content they had purchased. Going forward, it would be prohibited from doing so. Yikes, dude. Crazy. Uh, a good little wrap up. I'm at 47 minutes. I might as well just go for the hour. We could talk about yesterday's stuff too. See what's been going on. Oh yeah, see. Oh, and future Kojima productions going to the Apple platforms. Oh, wait. We'll hit Mac this year. Ah, I was so wrong about the VR thing. I'm sorry about that. I apologize. I wish I could go back. Yeah, it's going on to Mac. Fuck. I thought it was already. Didn't know. Capcom Showcase will take place next week. Ooh, that's exciting. I didn't know that. 36-minute show? Cool. Well, there'll probably be some good things to talk about in that. I'm excited to see what Capcom's got cooking. What do we got here? So, Nintendo Switch Online service is you pay for it, it's expensive, and they just give you some games for their older consoles that are in handhelds that they had prior. And their list is growing. It started pretty barren. Uh, as far as I know, I got the Switch like a year ago, maybe more than a year ago, and I thought that that's when it kind of started rolling out because it didn't have that many games. They're slowly adding games to it. So what do we got here? Blaster, Master, fucking Frenzy Below. I can't really read that. Kirby Tilt and Tumble. I remember my friend had this game growing up. It looked actually like fun for the most part. So I actually know this game. I don't know what this is at all. It doesn't look good. Maybe there's people who are just like, oh my fucking god, this is the shit, dude. I fucking love this game. Good for you. Harvest Moon. Uh, I never got into Harvest Moon games. I've always kind of wanted to. This looks like it might be, good, even if it's like where it's kind of started, more simpler than it became. That's pretty cool. Uh, this is a Famicom game, isn't it? Oh, NES. Uh, Namcot. That's old. It's old. Old verbiage. Very old game. clearly. Uh, doesn't look that good. It probably plays just like every other game from that era. Just another reskin made by three guys on a time crunch that was unrealistic. Um, Nintendo has added four more games, yada yada yada. Sounds good. Good for you. That's about it for that. I mean, if you're into it, you're into it. If not, you're not. Um, I'm interested to see if anybody has any idea what would be announced during this. Monday, June 12th. I usually have Mondays off, so this is a potential five. Well, I live in Central, so 5 p.m. for me. 5 p.m. on a Monday. Tune in for blah 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 digital showcase, bringing you a lot of look forward to information. Doesn't say anything specifically. The company achieved record sales. Yeah, with Resident Evil 4. Man, I'm gonna definitely get Resident Evil 4 remake sometime when it goes on sale. Man, that game looks so good. Damn, good for Street Fighter 6. Street Fighter looks good. I'm just not into the fighters, that's for sure. Fighting games, not my thing. System Shock developers discuss the status of the console release. System Shock's developers. I don't know about this, so let's read about this. Let's just System Shock developer Night Dive Studios has sat down with VGC to talk about all the remakes of the PC classic. Has been received by critics and players in the console release of the games. Night Dive CEO Stephen Kick and Director of Business Development Larry Cooperman joined VGC's Jordan Middler to discuss the long-term development, remake, and difficulties with crowdfunding and more. Plus, you can win one of 5 copies of the game on Steam. System Shock was originally developed by Looking Glass Studios in 1994, directed by Doug Church, and produced by Warren Spector. It was a highly influential title that went to inspire games like Bioshock and Prey, both considered spiritual successors. System Shock. I've heard of this game before. I don't know about it. Games producers Warren Spector would go on to direct Deus Ex and produce Thief: Deadly Shadows. Thief was kind of fun. Even if it wasn't great, it was actually pretty fun when it came out. Played it for a little bit. Interesting. So a console release. That sounds exciting. It sounds like there's a lot of love backing that. If it made its way here, and it inspired games like that, it's good news. Oh man, what? More Dead Cells DLC planned as the game tops 10 million in sales. Dude, Dead Cells is fun as hell. This is a great game. Fucking phenomenal game. I bought it on my Switch first because my coworker recommended it to me like a year ago, and it's probably like the most fun aside from Zelda and like Mario Party, Mario Kart, because that's really Nintendo-y. This game is so fun to play on the handheld. It works. And they did the Return to Castlevania one. 4 paid DLC releases, including this year's. Yeah. I need to buy this DLC because dude, I love Castlevania, and I feel like the game already it's like a Castlevania style game. Like, following the success of it, Evil Empire has been exploring the path the company is. Well, with years of success, updates, cover live ops at Dead Cells in 2019. Is it that when it came out? Good for them, man. Dude, super good for them, man. I'm so glad that like this game just continues to just keep making good content for itself. And it's got such a charm. I love the art style of this game. Yikes, bro. Already hit the level cap? Jesus, bro. Go to fucking sleep. Fuck, man. Jesus. What a day. What a day of news. Some exciting stuff. Always excited to see what comes up. Shout out to VGC, Video Game Chronicle. This is such a good website. It's just got a nice layout. It's easy to see what happens. I mean, I'm kind of on the lookout for other websites. I try to stay off of like Kotaku and Polygon. VGC just seems to be to the point. A lot of good stuff on here. Uh, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I heard about this, so we can talk about this real quick. E3 killed itself, not competition from some Summer Games Fest. That's just Jeff Keighley. Uh, yeah, like Keighley started Summer Games Fest in 2020 after he split from E3, where he previously held its Coliseum Live events. At the time, he cited being uncomfortable with the organizers' ESA plans for E3. In an interview on the latest episode of the VGC podcast, Keighley was asked how he felt about his reputation at some of the corners of the internet as the E3 killer. I think E3 sort of killed itself in a way. Keighley replied, I understand why people say Summer Games Fest killed E3, but I think if anything, we created Summer Games Fest. I think if anything, we created Summer Games Fest. And I built Summer Games Fest because I saw the wheels falling off the wagon of E3. Yeah, I can see that. E3 started getting really sporadic towards like the end there. I mean, I've only been following E3 for maybe 10 years. It could be more. Uh, yeah, for 2 decades. Is that how long E3's been going? Oh yeah, from 1993. Wow. But like, nice man. What a fucking is that Jeff Keighley? What a fucking nerd. God damn, bro. Hilarious. Well, I mean, we love Jeff Keighley. Summer Games Fest is gonna be so fucking exciting. I cannot wait. Um, Following weeks of speculation, E3 was officially canceled in March with this new organizer, Reed Pop, the company behind PAX, a company that simply did not garner the sustained interest necessary to execute in a way that would showcase the size, strength, and impact of our industry. Some companies who previously committed to E3, like Ubisoft, opted to hold their own digital events instead. Yeah, see, this is a big thing too. Is that nowadays with the internet as big as it is, and like so if Ubisoft wants to showcase a game, announce something, they can just post that shit on Twitter or make a video on their YouTube live. Anything like it's gonna get traction fast. Like yeah, like if you're on like the home page of YouTube and you see something pop up like live, and it'll be like I saw something recently. I think I just caught a Nintendo Direct. Now Nintendo's too big. It's not a good example. I'm trying to find something else, but it was like on just Nintendo or YouTube's homepage. It was like they were live. It was gonna start in like 30 minutes, and it was like 50,000 people. Like I think that's like considerable, and that's just information gonna get spread out super fast, and they're gonna post it on their Twitter to their millions of people are gonna see this shit. They don't need E3 and stuff like that, but I think that this stuff does work really well. Like I think having a big showcase like this is great. Like I love the video game awards. I thought that was super fun. Uh, it was a good watch for me, man. This things that I'm into. Like I'm into that shit. So sad to see E3 go. Of course, Summer Games Fest is still here. I'm glad that we had a backup. Glad that it's still happening. Basically, even in spirit, you know. But yeah, sad for E3. But this is going to be a very fun event. I'm very excited for this. I don't know anybody in the gaming world who's not excited for this. But yeah, I guess that'll about do it for today. I just wanted to go over what's been happening, talk. Been talking for a solid 58 minutes, I feel like. Pretty good. I don't know, man. I'm still feeling pretty good. I think I might stream some Apex. I think I might stream some Apex here. I'll end this guy and jump on over to that. But if you did enjoy today's video format, go ahead and leave a like, subscribe, comment on it. I'm gonna do one here soon. I like doing this stuff. I made this channel with gaming news in mind and streaming, as like a side content thing if you enjoy it. But I really like this stuff. And I think I found like a good outlet to do it. I really enjoy doing this. Editing videos is hard, but I think this is a good starting point. So if this is something you like, let me know. And, enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy this beautiful, beautiful Tuesday. I believe it is Tuesday. Yeah. All right. You guys have a great one. Thank you so, so much.